Alright guys, welcome back to Not MMXX. We have rebranded the shenanigans out of this thing. The title was not working for me. It was definitely half-assed and I wanted something a lot nicer. So we went for something retro and vintage, something nostalgic, and we came up with this. Load the cartridge. Stick that bad boy in there. That's basically what we're doing. We're ejecting the last cartridge, aka last episode, and we're gonna put in a new one this episode. Today we're gonna be talking about a couple of things before we dive into it, but the topic for today is smut.
Bad smut.
It's all bad. All smut's bad. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really delve into that stuff.
I was gonna say, have you ever read smut before?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
When?
Not like for my enjoyment, of pleasure, for my enjoyment of comedy.
Yeah. But when?
I don't know, like back in high school maybe.
In high school?
Well, anyway, before we just jump in, like I said, we have a couple of things to announce. One, we've been off grid on this channel for like a year, probably more. I just wanted to say my sincerest apologies. The main reason was because my co-hosts do not have commitment, and then secondly, I got a divorce and it's just not looking so good. I'm doing good. I'm fine. Life's moving forward, but it definitely put a big chink in my life. So having to come back from that garbage is tough. So if you guys want any more details on what's been going on in my life, check out my main channel, Fluffy Flamingos, where we teach you guys magic tricks and things. And there are more updates than will be on this channel because we're gonna just focus on the laughs and the comedy and the cool parts of YouTube. So let's talk about smut. We're gonna use my email real quick because I sent myself and she sent me some stuff as well. I found this Reddit just talking about cringy fan fiction or smut, and what I wanted to focus on was this right here. I wouldn't say it's common, but I read a fanfic that constantly used phrases like baby batter and meat curtains. It was a long fic and otherwise okay, but I had to quit reading because I was so repulsed by the terminology. So this is a perfect segue to talk about what even is smut. And the best way to put it is obscene or pornographic material, usually within writing.
What's up, meat curtain?
He peeled back the meat curtains and entered me. That's basically smut in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just phrases like that on repeat. There's no breaks. They just full throttle this stuff. So there was my little intro, and then there was one more thing on my phone that I wanted to discuss before we start reading some of this garbage. Oh yeah, I just screen recorded this because I thought it was funny. Most of what we find for smut is on Wattpad, not surprisingly, and so I found some Harry Potter smut that might be interesting, but it blue-balled me. Because I'm looking through and I'm like, cool, Harry Potter smut, this will be fun to read. And then I hit start reading just to see what kind of stuff is in this novel. And it's Black Lives Matter, thesis. So I just thought it was funny. So we'll insert that clip real quick. And that's it. It's pretty dumb. But yeah. So let's just dive in here. This is the first thing we're going to be reading. I'm not excited. It's... You want to tell them what it is?
It's the duck song, but turned into smut.
You remember that classic, right? Yeah, let's just see what we got. Oh my god, bro.
I forgot to tell you about the cover.
This is the cover?
That's the cover.
It just says really bad smut and more. I don't think I even asked for more. Bro, this is it. This is the whole thing.
I told you it was short.
Yeah. I'll just read it all. Usually I'm the person that finds the content we're reacting to, but today she's gonna be the sinner behind this one because this is this word right here pokes out at me quite a bit. And this right here, small duck. Sorry. Like, this is just so cringeworthy. So we're going to start at the top. Obviously. You all obviously know the duck song. But what about the behind the scenes of it? Well, let me tell you. This is already off to a rocky start. The duck, as usual, walked up to the lemonade stand. Wah, wah, wah. But he wasn't looking for any lemonade. Yo! What?
Keep reading.
In fact, okay, bro, what is this?
Lemonade.
What is it with this channel and just having non-English speakers write everything? Like, terrible. In fact, he wanted his lemonade. Who is he, you ask? The man at the lemonade stand. He was so tall and handsome, like a glass of lemonade. The duck immediately fell in love with him at first glance. So he waddled up to the stand blushing like crazy. He looked into the man's eyes and said, what he really said was, how much for 5 minutes under the lemonade stand? Bro! This duck is wildin'.
Winky face.
Yeah, can't forget the little... The man was a little weirded out. Yeah, you know what? Talking duck, lots of questions already. But then secondly, that's what he wants from me? Out of all the things that I do in my life?
Hey, look. If this wasn't a smut, I'd initially think that he just wants to hang out.
Under my lemonade stand. Well, he was weirded out, mostly because the duck walked up to him and asked for sex. He laughed it off and looked at the small duck. Sorry, little guy, but I don't exactly know you, and, you know, you're kind of a duck. Wow! You don't say.
You read that
I'm not exactly into bestiality. What?
Exactly? What do you mean exactly?
That's my point.
Boy?
I'm not usually into that stuff, but you're a pretty handsome duckling. Like, you might change my mind.
I want to say you read this wrong. It says, you're kinda a duck.
You're kinda a duck. A duck. The duck frowned. Is that even possible? Duck frowned and walked away slowly, hoping the man would change his mind.
He just broke his beak.
You make me so... just physically changing his look. The next day, the duck came back and asked the same question. So, now, what about those 5 minutes under the stand? Maybe even 10 if I'm lucky. The man sighed in disappointment and simply said, listen, duck, I'm human. Well, you're a duck, an animal. You live in the wild. I'm a man. I live in a house. I use plumbing, not a lake. Do you see what I'm getting at here?
Dude. Way to assume, okay?
He said he uses plumbing. I think he wants his duck to lay some pipe.
Dude, he's assuming that this duck lives in the wild.
Yeah, what a...
That speciesist.
Bigot.
Ingrate.
This duck's like, bro, I got a 401k. What are you talking about? I love the sentence here. The duck let out another sigh of despair.
Despair? Ooh.
But still didn't want to give up. He shook his head in agreement and walked away. He decided it was time for a change and went to a store. He bought the nicest suit he could with some flowers. He was ready.
Oh no.
Is there more?
I don't know.
Oh shoot, there is more. Yo, bro, alright. Okay, here we go. Here comes the real painstaking cringe, I think.
Ooh.
You want to read this part?
Sure.
Alright, let's hear it.
The next day, he yet again walked up to that man he was so in love with.
You don't know what love is. You just want to crack that Billy boy.
He handed him the flowers. For a second, the man blushed. We getting somewhere? The persistence, it turns him on. He definitely admired the duck's perseverance. See, told you. The man had to admit it. It was a pretty compelling offer, and the duck was very dapper looking.
That's a sick suit, bro. You might change my mind about fucking animals yet.
The duck saw his reaction to the flowers and asked his normal question. How much for 5 minutes under the lemonade stand? The man caved in and finally agreed. It only took you 2 days and 3 tries of asking. Should have only taken you 1.
Bro. This guy really said, I'm a fucking duck real quick.
Hold up. Free of charge, but only this once. You get 20 minutes.
Bro, he upped the ante. The duck said 5 minutes, please. Even 10 if I'm lucky. And he said, all right, dude, you brought me some flowers and you're wearing a sick suit, so I'll give you 20 minutes? Bro, what is he going to do under there for 20 minutes? Also, that shit cannot be comfy.
The toes, I'm telling you, it's the toes.
But having a duck suck you off? Bro, that's like having 2 pieces of cardboard going like this on you.
No,
like,
no, someone needs
so
to test
bad.
this, but with Pringles.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like the duck bill with the Pringles?
I don't know, because I feel like a duck bill is like smoother than that. Pringles are rough. That's like a rock.
Alright, smooth out a Pringle and then test it.
Just sandpaper a Pringle real quick.
Yeah.
Without breaking it.
Yup.
Alright, let's see.
The duck was beaming with happiness. Finally, he could be with the man he so instantly fell in love with. I'm so scared.
This is like the most terrifying story I've ever heard.
The duck slowly approached the man, unzipping his trousers.
No!
The man took off the duck's suit slowly and carefully, making sure not to hurt him. It's a duck!
It's like, here you go, you fragile little thing.
No,
He's
but
just
like
destroying this duck's mind.
Okay, but like in the animated film,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say film.
Animated.
Yeah, the dude's like duck homie's like up to here.
Oh yeah,
He's
bro.
a tall boy.
Or the man's just hella short.
Joke's on you. He's 4'1".
The duck?
No.
No.
No. The pipe.
That's actually not wrong. Look, I'll tell you right now.
No.
Because, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure I learned this in a biology class in high school, but ducks actually have like a corkscrew weenie. And so elongated, it's like 5 feet or something like that. Something crazy.
Talking about the man's pipe, not the duck's.
Dude, my search history gonna be fucked after this.
Duck pipe.
25 centimeters for a ruddy duck. More than half of its body length. So, let's see. 25 centimeters. I can't do conversions in my head. It's like 9 inches. I lied. It's not 5 feet. But that's still...
I want to know where you got 5 feet from.
I don't know. I think I was just terrified to know that a duck even had 9 inches. And just over the years, it just terrified me more. And it just exaggerated with time. But that's still a long pee-pee, bro. Like, this duck really just said, in them guts. Like, this is disgusting.
Okay.
But now you know. Duck pee-pee, way longer than human pee-pee.
They both went under the lemonade stand out of view. I thought he was just gonna keep working the stand and he'd just be down there.
Yeah, bro, he's just like, alright, but we have to be quick. Like, I can't miss
stand
work,
on
dude.
hold. Puts out a sign that says out to lunch. He goes home at night and he's got a wife and she's like, honey, what'd you have for lunch?
That'd be so funny. It says out to lunch, and he's sitting like a couple feet away from his stand, and he's just munching on fresh duck. Dude, I'd be so confused. Like, bro, what's with all these feathers and shit? Like,
They began kissing, and then that turned into you know what. I love how they
it says you know what? Bro, this is smut. Don't censor yourself.
can't commit.
It literally says anus, like a sentence down.
The duck let out a loud moan as the man's member entered his anus. Oh my god, the next sentence. The man moaned even louder. God, who knew I was missing out on this? It feels so good.
Who? What?
Vile. The duck replied quickly without even thinking. You're telling me this is the best I've ever had, and I've met a lot of girls.
Wait, hold up. What?
What?
He just admitted mid-sex that he's like bisexual and also like pan-animal sexual, like
Or
into anything.
they continued on for 10 more minutes with the same motions due to their lack of space. It's behind the lemonade stand. Wait, hold on. Lemonade stands, right?
It's like a desk.
Yeah, it's
this
like
is
a
it.
desk and
if
nothing
this is
else.
outside, bro, I'd have all the room in the world.
They're getting arrested if it's outside.
No, more like only the dude is getting arrested. All the duck has to do is shut up and act like a duck.
The duck's just going to duck jail.
He can't.
Duck God knows what he did. My son, you're gay.
It's time for you to come back to heaven. It just vanishes.
After a while, they both began to feel as if they were ready. They're going out in public.
Yeah, they're coming out of the closet together.
The man grunted and released a huge load into the duck's ass, while the duck quickly held it in and released in the man's mouth.
What?
They were in ecstasy. Never had either of them felt something so amazing. The man definitely did not regret his decision to cave in.
Yo! Someone end this fool. This is absolutely vile.
Shut up, we got 2 sentences left. They cleaned themselves up and came out from under the table. The duck slowly walked away, him and the man both glancing at each other the whole time. Until tomorrow, they both said under their breath.
Hold up.
I
Are
thought
you
this was a
telling me
one-time thing.
that there's more? Oh.
I told you there was tortoise in the hair spot.
Should we do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. This one does seem pretty short, so we'll do this one. Alright, as you already know, someone gonna get bootied, and I'm gonna guess it's the tortoise because you know this guy liked to raw dog and do it fast. Hurry up, tortoise, cried the hare. They were in the middle of a race. At this point, the hare was taunting the slow tortoise.
I'm trying, hare. This is a race. Why do you care so much?
The hare brushed it off and ran ahead. He got so far ahead he couldn't even see the tortoise. He took a nap, and sure enough, there went the tortoise, slowly walking by him. The tortoise called back from the finish line and mocked him. Look who's slow now, huh? How does it feel to lose to one of the slowest animals alive? The hare was discouraged and stomped away. Little did the tortoise know, the hate was in his home, waiting... Oh, the hare. Wait, what? He's just in his house? The hare was in his home waiting for the tortoise to return.
How does he know where he lives?
It definitely took a while, but he made it there. What are you doing in here, hare? Still sour about the loss, he mocked. Now that's no way to talk to daddy, now is it, Torty? I can't even believe this stuff exists, bro. He jumped back in surprise. Talk to who now? You're not serious, right? No question mark.
And what?
Deadly. Get on your knees. Now. The tortoise cautiously obeyed.
Cautiously.
He was intrigued almost as much as he was confused. The hare slowly unzipped his pants, revealing a massive rabbit dong. You can't find literature like this anywhere else. Like, name any book that has this combination of words in it. Rabbit dong. The tortoise gasped in surprise. Hare, what are you planning on doing? Oh, you'll see. It's only what you deserve for mocking me. Let's see what you say to me when you're strapped down. He grabbed the tortoise by his shell and dragged him to the bedroom, tying him down to the bed. He shoved his member in the tortoise's anus, switching speeds rapidly. This guy Furious 5 to this guy's booty hole. The tortoise was wallowing in pleasure. He then switched positions, making the tortoise give him head.
What?
He felt nothing as better as this. Cool. Great English. Also, why is this like capital H? He filled the tortoise's mouth with hot sticks.
Stick!
Bro,
Yes.
I might not even be able to finish this one.
Stick kids.
Alright, you can read that part. The poor tortoise almost choking. He went back around and started giving more serious, hardcore anal. Harder than he went before. The tortoise moaned in ecstasy for it, feeling better than before. Finally, the hare finished and filled the tortoise's ass with cum. He untied him slowly while taunting him. Next time you want to make a mockery of me, keep in mind of the consequence every single time. He walked out immediately after not letting the tortoise utter a single word. And that's how you turn on teenagers. What?
How many lines did this tortoise have? Like 5? Not even.
How many what?
Lines.
Oh, like what he said?
Yeah.
Dude, the whole story from the tortoise's perspective is like, cool, I guess I won the race. What are you doing at my house? Please. Like, that's the whole thing from his perspective, bro. That's terrible. This is so cringy.
Torty.
Yeah, this is my favorite part. I don't know what you guys are waiting for. The bad news is this episode's over, so you gotta eject this cartridge. But that doesn't mean you should sit around, because next week, tune in while we insert the next cartridge in the least sexual way possible, because we're not doing this again. This is the only smut episode I'm ever willing to do.
Come on, this was fun. You didn't enjoy the duck X the man?
The amount of, the ratio of fun and nightmares afterwards, it's not worth it.
It is.
I'm gonna go to sleep thinking about this duck. Human pee-pee! Like, bro, what?
No, I want a part 2. Duck screwing the man.
We'll see, man. We'll see if he gets that corkscrew up his bunghole.
Should I write it this time?
Yeah, dude, let's try and write the worst smut and bring it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's great to be back. And like I said previously, we will be doing this once a week, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the lemonade man's penis on the other side. Bye.